What was the most epic comeuppance you've ever seen a spoiled kid get? Our high school had this kid named Tyler, who basically owned the place. His dad was some big shot lawyer, and his mom ran the PTA like it was her personal kingdom. This dude literally had teachers scared of him because his parents would threaten to sue if he got in trouble for anything. He once threw a desk at our math teacher and somehow convinced the principal it was an emotional outburst that required understanding, not punishment. Tyler drove a brand new BMW to school every day as a junior. Most of us took the bus or walked. He'd park across 3 spots just because he could. When kids complained, he'd laugh and say his car was worth more than their entire family. The parking lot monitor was too scared to ticket him. But the worst part was how he treated our janitor, Mr. Frank. This guy was the nicest old man who'd been working at our school for like 20 years. Tyler would deliberately spill stuff, throw trash on the floor right in front of him, and even stick gum under desks just to watch Frank scrape it off. He called him the Help, and once made him clean up an entire bag of chips he dumped in the hallway. Everyone hated Tyler, but nobody did anything. His parents had too much power in our small town. Then came prom season. Tyler was dating this girl named Jessica, who was honestly way too good for him. She was sweet, smart, and actually nice to everyone. But Tyler treated her like property. He'd grab her arm in the hallways, tell her what to wear, and once made her cry in front of everyone because she talked to another guy. For prom, Tyler rented out the entire ballroom at the fanciest hotel in town. His parents paid for everything. Decorations, DJ, even hired professional photographers. It was supposed to be this massive flex on everyone else. The night of prom, Tyler showed up in a white Hummer limo with Jessica. She looked beautiful, but miserable. During dinner, he kept bragging about how much everything cost and how his dad bought him a Rolex just for prom night. But here's where it gets good. Our school had this thing where they announced prom king and queen before the main dance. Tyler had been campaigning for weeks, bribing people with expensive gifts and threatening anyone who might vote against him. When they called for prom king, Tyler strutted up there like he'd already won. The principal opened the envelope, looked confused, and read the name again. The prom king is Kevin Martinez. Kevin was this quiet kid who worked part-time at a grocery store to help his family. Sweet guy, but definitely not popular or rich. Tyler's face went completely red. He started screaming that the votes were rigged and demanded a recount. That's when Jessica stood up. In front of everyone, she pulled off her crown and handed it to Kevin's date, saying, "You deserve this more than me." Then she looked at Tyler and said, "I'm done pretending you're a good person." She walked out. The entire ballroom went silent. Tyler completely lost it. He started throwing chairs, screaming at the principal, and even shoved one of the photographers. His parents rushed over trying to calm him down, but he was having a full meltdown. The hotel security showed up and escorted him out, in front of everyone, including the professional photographers who caught every second of his tantrum. But wait, it gets better. Those photographers? They weren't just hired by Tyler's parents. One of them was from the local newspaper who'd been invited to cover the biggest prom in town history. The pictures of Tyler's meltdown ended up on the front page of our town paper the next week. The headline read, "Local Teen's Prom Night Tantrum Caught on Camera." Tyler's parents tried to get the paper to retract the story, threatening lawsuits as usual. But turns out the newspaper's editor was tired of their bullying tactics too. He ran a follow-up story about entitled behavior and mentioned several incidents from Tyler's past. After that, other people started speaking up. Teachers finally reported the stuff Tyler had done. Students came forward with stories. Even some parents who'd been scared of Tyler's family started talking. The school board investigated and found out Tyler's parents had been making illegal threats against staff. His dad faced disciplinary action from the State Bar Association. His mom got kicked out of the PTA. Tyler got suspended for the rest of senior year. He had to finish his last 3 weeks through online classes and wasn't allowed to walk at graduation. The BMW? Turns out it was a lease his dad couldn't afford anymore after the legal fees from defending against all the complaints. Tyler showed up to his last day of school on a bicycle.